Hello, beautiful people. How y'all doing today? I hope you are well. I hope you are blessed. I hope the universe is working in your favor on this day and all the days. I'm here in this beautiful town that I live in, and all over, even all over the news, they even had the fight on the White House lawn for the 250 years of American independence. Okay. And I've seen those banners all up and around this beautiful little town. And today is the day after Juneteenth, so it's Juneteenth weekend. We just gonna call it Juneteenth weekend. But I was rocking my shirt yesterday. I got the nice little Juneteenth, some gear. Peep the Juneteenth bracelet. But I'm looking at the shirt that I'm wearing, and it's June 19th, 1865. American independence is 1776. So that means, because in 1865, the last slaves down in Alabama, the last enslaved black men and women and children down in Alabama finally realized that they were free. So it took 89 years for the U.S. to get his head out of its behind. We praise some of the forefathers, who they call the forefathers of America, the people who wrote the Constitution, for their efforts in writing the Constitution. And look at that beautiful break in the sky. That's so beautiful. But we gonna lock in on that. But they praise these men for creating the Constitution and building a plan for America. But it took y'all 89 years to realize that humans should be treated like humans. I digress. But it just kind of, it was like, wow, when I'm, just looking at the difference in time from American independence to the time where, the last black men, women, and children were freed from bondage. And today, this weekend, any day, all the days, say a prayer. Thank God for our ancestors, for their strength and their knowledge that they passed on to us, because they survived some very difficult times. And I'm sure they had to make very difficult choices, but they were still able to show up for us and give us the knowledge and pass down what they've learned and how they pass down the ways that they survived. Okay, so yeah, thank God for them, and just say a prayer for say a prayer for them, and pray for all of us here in America. 250 years of independence. I'm happy for America, but June 19th, 1865. Let's celebrate those men and women that really showed up for America. That really put on for America against their will, but they made it happen, and in turn, what they did allowed us to be able to have some freedoms in this world, in this country. Okay, so happy Juneteenth weekend, folks. Happy Juneteenth weekend. Send a prayer, send thanks to whoever you send thanks to, for those who came before you and what they did for you to be able to do what you got to do. And we can, whatever went on in the past, we can't change, but we can definitely change the future. Me, you, and all of us, okay? And if anybody tell you that you can't make a change, that's probably not somebody you should be talking to. And with all that being said, peace, love, all of the above. Bye.